Hi everyone, I want to welcome you to a new video from runhorse.com sports. I'm going to talk about another topic that we love on the channel, and that's slot machines. And I want to talk about specifically this Lightning Link slot machine. And I had an experience with it at a casino, and I played this machine for 1 week, so I have a lot of good information to share with you. I want to share that information with you now so you can help you win at the Lightning Link slot machine by Aristocrat. So stay tuned for this video, and hopefully you will enjoy this information and these tips that I'm going to offer you. Okay, first of all, let me say that the machine is very fun to play. It's very exciting to play, and I can see why people like it. And there was a lot of people playing this machine. You have a chance to win 4 progressive jackpots that are offered on the machine. You have a mini jackpot, you have a minor jackpot, you have a major jackpot, and it goes all the way up to the grand jackpot. Okay, now let me explain how you win the jackpot. First of all, you need to get 6 chips. They look like poker chips to me, gaming chips that appear on the screen. They can appear anywhere on the screen. You have to get 6 or more, and that will start the lightning round. And if you get the lightning round and one of these colored chips appears, you will win either the mini, the minor, or the major jackpot. And the major jackpot is nice. It goes from 500 to 1,000, and it stops at 1,000. And I'm going to talk about that later, because that's a little bit tricky. That major jackpot, it's very difficult to win, and it's tricky with the way it works. So definitely we're going to focus in on that. We're going to talk about it. So if you get 6 or more chips, you will start the lightning round, and then a bolt of lightning comes down, and you get 3 spins on the you get 3 chances for another chip to fall, and if another chip connects or more, you get 3 more spins. So it's pretty cool. So you get 3 chances at it, and if you get all the chips, if you get all 15 chips, you fill the whole screen with chips, you win the grand jackpot. So, and that's usually, oh, it's tens of thousands. It's over 10,000, and on the machine I was playing, it was about 11,000 something. So that would be very exciting to see someone win that. This is my first experience playing this, the Lightning Link, and I did enjoy it, and it was a lot of fun. So let me talk about now my experience with it. This machine is a low roller's dream. Okay, I'm going to tell you why. You have a chance to win the grand jackpot with the smallest amount, and that's fantastic. We love these kind of machines on the channel. We love that you don't have to bet a maximum amount. You don't have to bet a high, ridiculous amount to try to win that grand jackpot. With a 50-cent bet, there's 4 lines on the machine I played. There was a 1-cent line, a 2-cent line, a 5-cent line, and a 10-cent line. If you play the lowest amount was 50 cents on a 1-cent line, you still have a chance to win the grand jackpot. Now, that being said, I've talked to some players. I talked to a lot of players when I was playing the machine. They've heard of people winning it. One person said they saw it in Holland, that they saw it go off at 50 cents. Now, I've never seen it. I did talk to people in the casino and some of the management, and these machines were actually new in this casino. This casino is in Spain. I played at a casino here, and there's 4 of these machines that are connected together. And what's interesting about these machines is the grand jackpot is connected. All the machines are connected on the grand jackpot, but the major jackpot is separate on each machine, and it goes between 500 and 1,000. Now, during this week of play, I saw the major jackpot hit 3 times, including I won it 1 time. Okay, it took me almost a whole week to win this major jackpot, so it's not easy to win. And I was playing the machine with the highest major jackpot. Okay, so when I started playing, there was a woman next to me that she won the major jackpot, and it was $588, or actually it was euros here, so 588 euros, around that. So it was close to 600, and that's when it paid. And the other jackpot I saw was also won under 600. It was very, very close to the 600 range. It was like 590 something, and it paid. Now, the machine I was on, I started playing it because it was a very high major. It was much higher than the others, and I like to play those machines. I've talked about this in other videos. Playing those machines with the higher major jackpot will usually give you a chance to win, especially on the Konami machines. This machine is very, very tricky. It maxes out at 1,000, the major jackpot, and it can actually stay at 1,000. It does not have to pay. So this is very cautionary, and I learned my lesson on this machine because I did lose in the end. Even though I won the major jackpot, it cost me more than that put into it, but it was over a week's time, I was coming to the casino, playing it at night, and I was playing it for multiple hours, and I was trying different lines and things like that. So I did learn a lot about the machine, so I know in the future how to play the machine, how to attack this specific machine. Hopefully it will help you, and it'll help you pick up these major jackpots. Now the first major jackpot I saw paid was on the 10-cent line, and it was at the smallest bet. So the one was playing 10-cent line, which was a 25 lines, and she was playing the minimum bet, so it comes out to $2.50 a bet. So it's a little bit expensive to play that 10-cent line, and that's where I saw the first major jackpot hit. The next one, I was not watching the man play, but I heard that he won it, and they were excited. I went over and I asked him. He said he was playing on the 2-cent line, and he was playing in the middle, which was the third highest line was in the middle. So it's 3 times the bet. So 3 times the bet, and he was playing on the 2-cent line. He was playing €3 a bet. So €3 a bet, or $3 a bet, won the major jackpot. So that was on the 2-cent line. So these are all good things. You don't have to bet the highest amount. It wasn't someone coming up betting the highest lines, because you can go up to 10 times the amount on these lines. So the highest bet on this machine was kind of crazy. It's 10 cents line, and it was 10 times. So it's €25 a bet. It's €25. It's a lot of money. So it's kind of crazy to bet that, and we didn't really see anybody playing that, but most of the people that played the 10-cent line, including myself, were playing on the smaller, the 250. I did play around at times the 5, and I even went up to the 750, the middle line. I tried that for a while. I'll talk about that at the end. That was my last day, because I had put a lot of money into the machine and it had not paid. So, and some other people had put some money in this machine chasing this major jackpot, because it was maxed out. That's what this players call it, maxed out at 1,000. It had been maxed out at 1,000 for almost a week. It took almost a week for it to go off. So when you see these lightning links and they're maxed out at 1,000, they look very enticing. Everybody wanted to play this machine. It was very, very difficult to get on this machine. There was a woman playing it during the day, and I would come in later, and I actually knew her, and then she was done playing. She would give me the machine a lot of times, and between, maybe there was some people that had played it in the daytime before she got there. So it was basically her and I playing the machine the last few days. So that was good. So I got a good feel for that. And she had been losing, and I had been losing, and we kept thinking the next day there was going to be a payout, and there wasn't. When that major jackpot gets to 1,000, it stays there, and the machine becomes very, very tight, in my opinion. And I've seen some other comments online talking about the machine is very, very tight when it gets to that maxed out major. And I had a lot of people around me getting the lightning rounds, or getting the bonus rounds. And my machine was not really giving many bonuses, not giving many lightning links. So it was very, very difficult to win. The best hits I had on this machine were on the 5-cent line. Okay, the 5-cent line, playing the smallest bet, or the second smallest, and getting the bonus round, getting the lightning round, and I was able to catch the minor jackpot. The minor is the blue jackpot. The blue ball came up, and I won that several times, and that's $250 on the blue ball. It's very, very good if you get that on the 5-cent line. You get $250. So it was a couple times where that came, and the payout was around $300, €300 in this case. And that was the payout on the bonus. So that was very good, and that's only, the 5-cent line is only a 125 bet. So 125, I think that's your best line to play on. Overall, I think the most profitable line for me was on the 5-cent line. This other man had a lot of success on the 2-cent line, and he was doing pretty well on the 2-cent line. So the 2-cent line seemed to be profitable. The 5-cent line, sometimes I would get the bonus on the 10-cent line. I would go there once in a while when it was not giving me a lot. The 10-cent line, I would play for a while. I'd put maybe 20 in. And if it didn't pay, I would go back to the lower lines. I was playing a lot the penny line. And I think that was a mistake, because the penny line was really not paying that well. And it was not paying a lot of the colors, a lot of the minis, and actually I did hit some minis, but they're very, very small on the penny line. It's 10 cents. And then if you get the blue ball, if you get the minor, it's only 50, so it's not really that good. The 5-cent line, I like it a lot, because if you get the mini, it's like 50, and if you get the minor, it's like 250, so it's really good. It's only 125 to play that, so I would definitely recommend playing that 5-cent line at the smallest bet, or the second smallest, something like that. Now, there was a man that came, and he gave me some advice about playing this machine. He told me to play the second and third line, and I had played it a little bit on the 2-cent line, and he was saying that he had seen this on YouTube on another video, on another channel, and they were switching between the second and third line, and they were playing intermittently. So I played the second line, third line, second line, third line. Now that did entice a couple bonuses, so it was interesting. It worked for a little bit, and I thought really I was onto something. The man was onto something, because I switched to that strategy and I picked up like 3 bonuses. I got the suitcases, gave me the bonus round, and I got a lightning round. And this was all in a pretty quick amount of time. It was all about a half hour, and that was pretty good for this machine because it had been really tight. But after that, I didn't see a lot of success with that. So that's one thing that you could try, is switching intermittently between the lines, second and third line, something like that. And that's where he said the sweet spot is. So that's one recommendation that I did pick up on the machine. So that's something that you could try. Now, like I said, the best experience I had was on the 2-cent line and the 5-cent line. The 5-cent line, by far, I saw the most hits, the biggest payoffs, other people playing as well. On the 10-cent line, playing the smallest bet, I did get the bonus sometime. Never got the minor bonus. It's a blue ball, comes up, it's 500. Pays 500 on the 10-cent line. I never got that. It never came out once on the 10-cent line. I think that's pretty bad because I played that 10-cent line pretty good. I played it for a week. I put quite a bit of money playing that 10-cent line, and I never got it. And on the 5-cent line, I got it probably about 4 times. 4 times I got the 250. Playing this machine for a week straight, and that was good. It kept me playing to get that 250. It's really, really good, and you need it in between because this machine, it's usually giving you 300 and it's taking 400 or 500 back, and that's my experience of it. So if you get 300, if you get that blue ball on the 5-cent line, my advice is to play a little bit longer and to cash out. Cash out on that machine. Maybe go to the smaller line, go back to the 2-cent line, play it for a while. If it doesn't give you something, move on to another machine. Unless you're playing for the major, I was playing for that major jackpot, so I kept playing. And in the long run, that was a losing strategy, so I'm going to talk about that. So be careful with that. The major jackpots that I saw hit were in that 500 range, under 600. It seems to be the sweet spot. When it's in that 590 to 600 range, that's when I saw them hit. Now let me talk about the grand jackpot. The grand jackpot, I have never seen it go off. I'm going to say I got close, I guess, because I got 14 balls, and I saw 14 balls quite a few times. I got 14 balls myself at least 9 or 10 times playing this machine in a week. Most of the time it was on a small bet. It gave me 14. So I think it's very, very difficult to get that last ball, or last chip, you should call it. And my understanding is if you cannot see it in the window, you cannot win it. So that's something to keep in mind. I think it's mostly just a show, ladies and gentlemen. You have to see it flipping through the window because you can watch the last one, and I was just looking after a while, and I don't see any chip in there. I just see all the, all the lines going through, the symbols. But I don't see the chip, so I don't see how you can win it unless it just comes out of nowhere. So it's possible. And it only came one time. I got the 14 on a decent bet. It was on a 250 bet. I only got it one time. I thought maybe this was the time where it would pay, but it didn't. So that would have been fantastic to get that grand jackpot. Maybe it'll be another day. But I learned a lot about playing this machine, and it's a great machine to play. It's a lot of fun. I would definitely recommend it to you guys. But if you do get a win on it, you have to play a little bit more, and you have to cash out if it doesn't keep paying you, ladies and gentlemen. That's the main thing I learned. And stay at the 2-cent and the 5-cent line. And best of luck to you, and I hope you pull a major jackpot soon with this information. And if you hit the grand jackpot, please let me know. And if you have any comments or if you have any tips yourself about playing this lightning link, I know a lot of people play it. Please leave those comments below. We always appreciate those, and we appreciate any information that you have about this machine, of our subscribers, to win more. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a great success on this machine and any others that you play. So enjoy the lightning, ride the lightning, and play this machine, and have a great time.